Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Daquan. Hey, the kid. Hey, no Trisha. Ooh, no Tissa. Tissa. Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Hey, boss lady. Hey, T Topics. I named this. It's getting kind of rough, getting kind of tough out here. Ooh, cha. It's getting rough. You know what I'm saying? People can't keep their hands off each other. It's in the beeping sector and it's in the motory beef sector. People cannot keep their damn hands to themselves and call themselves in love. Sure. As many goddamn hours in a day, you ought not never be on here arguing with your mate, fighting with your mate, police coming with you and your, with your mate. Damn. Oh, it's getting on my goddamn nerve. People picking sides. Ain't no side to pick because we don't know none of these motherfuckers. We can't tell who lying and who telling the motherfucking truth. Damn. Shit. Getting on my damn nerves. Yeah. Y'all hit the like button on the way in if you don't mind. But it is a trip. Hey, 80s baby. It's a trip around here. Well, I'm going to start from my last short live. It was regarding Tommy and Castro. Castro is bisexual. He introduced us to Tommy, and Tommy is his mate. Tommy is his man. He loved Tommy, and Tommy loved him. But no, it didn't sound like Castro, because the man always said, get out, get out, get out of my house, get out, get out. You know, it's because we found out at the pastors at Jay Wilson's, where they just showed out that Castro, I don't know what happened with his situation, but he used to have his own place, but he's with Tommy's living and he can't afford to get another place. Now that's what came out over there. Now I figured it was something, but I just didn't know what. Because I never known Castro to have no abusive relationship. Now he could have, because I don't know a whole lot about Castro. All I know is he sing. He sing, a lot. He makes songs, and that's what his little lives be. They be short lives, and he's singing about whatever his mood is at the time. Okay, well, a couple of nights ago, it got physical between those two guys. Tommy was beating the shit out of Castro. And it was word on the curb, my ears had perked up. a couple of months ago because they say like when the man was like, you know how you be talking to some you. Well, see, that's when the beef sector got their radar went up, and they were saying they don't look right. You know, uh, they want to know like, is he biting on you and stuff? Is that why you did that? You know, it was like little different conversations in different places I would go. Okay. Then I heard they would get into it and fuss and cuss and stuff, which some couples do that on YouTube. I really don't think you should because there's enough hours in the day where you don't have to do that shit. You know, hit live when you're mad. Okay. Well, the other night, it was a physical, it got physical where you could hear. And the person saying, no, stop, oh, no, don't, and all that kind of shit. Well, I watched that live because it was all over the beach sector. Everybody knew, and it had shorts coming up on here and all that kind of shit. So the people in the beach said, hey, beware, this going on, this going on, this going on. It's like a signal. Well, I watched Castro later on that night, like over in the wee hours of the morning, because y'all know I be up. Well, Castro came live, and he was just talking about his feelings, but I thought I heard another person's voice in the back, And I said, he with Tommy, and they cool, they done made up. And so then Castro tried to sing, and his voice, he couldn't sing because his voice was messed up. But before the live was over, him and Tommy was happy, and they was talking because it was like a 10-minute live, 15-minute live. And I was saying, well, hell, they done made up because they booed up because you could tell they were like laying down, in the bed. I said, so everything cool. Okay. Now I seen that on Castro's channel because I didn't know until tonight what Tommy's name of his channel was. So tonight, I was looking over around YouTube and I said, let me go over here and see what's going on with Jay Wilson, the pastor. So I looked over there and I seen it had Ike and Tina Turner on it. And then I said, wait a minute, who is this? And it was Tommy. And the name of his live, his under the avatar was Keeping Up with Tommy or something like that. So I typed that in my search bar so I wouldn't forget it. Well, I rolled it back to when Tommy came on because he was already on stage. When I got there talking, I couldn't get any sense of it, so I rolled it back. Okay, well, he had hit the panel. I missed the very, very beginning of it, but, him and the pastor was like having light banter. But then Tommy started talking and he wouldn't shut up. Pastor couldn't get a word in edgewise. He was calling Pastor Yagged and Yags and all that kind of stuff, but he had the F on the child. And, being disrespectful and then calling Castro a hoe. And he liked to be on YouTube all the time. And, he cheats and he's sneaky and, just saying the bad stuff to him. And then it would come up like something about his daddy and his mama. And it sounded like he was a church kid. Because I think the church came up some kind of way. I said, I wonder if his daddy a preacher. Well, I just kept listening. And then I ran over here and told y'all, hey, y'all get y'all black ass over there. I did one of them little short laughs. It might be some shit finna go on over there at pastors because they got kind of heated over there. Because his temper was rising higher and higher. And he was telling Pastor that he did not remember the fight that they had the other night. He said he didn't remember anything about it. He said, I take full responsibility for it, but I don't remember what I did. I woke up and I thought everything's fine. And I said, well, he probably have blackouts because he really drink a lot, like a fish. And I've noticed that a couple of times. And I've heard it out in the YouTube streets, but I got to see it with my own damn eyes, that he get white boy wasted. Okay. So and then like when he was talking to Pastor, it came out like business that I had to kind of put together. Evidently, somebody contacted the mama or the daddy and let them know about his behavior on YouTube. And he was, saying a little bit here, and then he was go off to another, tells Castro how horrible she is, and call Pastor out his name and this and that. So, uh, then like Diva, it had went on for a long time, and Diva Tomboy, which she has not been active on YouTube in about a week, and I know she had to rest because she get burnt out and she'll take the time off. Sometimes she'll be gone for months, months and months. I thought it might be one of them kind of situations, but she popped back out tonight and hit the panel, which Pastor asked if it was okay for him to bring her up. And Tommy said yes. Well, when Diva got up there, she was saying, hey, you're not going to keep disrespecting. You're not going to keep disrespecting the pastor over here like that because he don't like this kind of stuff. And if you don't stop, I'm going to get you. I'm going to drag you, And he was like, do it, bitch, and all that. And they got into it, going back and forth, back and forth. But she can, one thing that if y'all don't know about Diva Tomboy, and she's from the black sector, if you don't want to fight, don't fight her. Because she's not going to stop. She's going to dox you. She going to call your job. She going to send letters. She do the most, okay? And that is what it is. And so she got in his ass so bad that he jumped off the panel. Well, she just kept going. She kept saying, Pastor, I'm not going to let him come over here and disrespect you like that. And, you know, she was just saying that because she was saying this don't make no sense. He don't have no business coming over here talking to you crazy. He can go over there on his own live and talk crazy if he want to. And then he hit the panel again and started calling her bitches and all that kind of stuff. And she was saying, I will contact your mama. I'll contact your daddy. I'll contact your church. I'm getting ready to put some shit together, like a video of his behavior on YouTube. And she's going to send it to his mama there. And then she going to start calling his people. And he was saying, I'll dox you. And she ain't scared no dox because they don't nobody really know who Diva is. They've been trying to get her for years. The black sector been trying to get her info for years and have not done it yet. Okay? Now, she might stumble up and they might get it, but as of today, right now, she ain't been doxxed. And they've been trying to get her for years. Well, Tommy got up there with his drunk ass, calling her bitches and stuff, and she was telling him she was going to dox him and his moderators and all this kind of stuff. And I said, Tommy, shut the fuck up. That's what I was thinking to myself. You need to shut the fuck up. You don't know who you fucking with. Because he don't really know the people over here. The few that he done been into it with is like gay guys. And we don't keep up with that, Like I don't be over here for that. I don't want to see gay guys into it. And, I don't want to see straight people into it. Okay, well, he have had a few scrapes from what he was saying from some of the people over here in the beef sector, which it couldn't have been too much because it wasn't out on the streets. That, such drugs. Tell me, nah, we ain't been hearing nothing like that out here. The little scrapes and scraps he been having was with some certain people. I don't who they is. I don't know. I know ZT is one and Blaze. He bought them two names up, and then he said something about James, and then he said something about Pastor, and that's it. And then he started whining and stuff, blaming everything on. First, he blamed the whooping on Castro. If he didn't do this, that wouldn't happen, and all of that kind of shit. Then he started talking about how he'll whoop his ass. Okay. Then he was telling the pastor he was gonna whoop his ass. And I know all about you and all that kind of shit. I know all about all you motherfuckers over here in the beef sector. He don't. He don't. You know, he don't. He ain't scratched the surface of the beef sector. The beef sector be, I don't know all the beef sector because there's so many new people. But I do try to get the feel of them. I'll drop in on the new ones when I hear about them. I want to see what kind of, content they giving out. Well, he just kept on and do it, bitch, and all that. And she said she was gonna do it. And when Diva said she gonna do something, she do it. Okay. She t- she told him. He told her to do it. And you could bet she's gonna do it. And it's not gonna take long. People was dropping shit in the chat. The Mars was taking it out, already dropping Tommy shit. You know. So you can bet her email or whatever is full from people sending her his shit. He gave out much information tonight on there. Okay, we know he got raised in the Baptist church. We know his dad is a preacher. So it mean the wife is the first lady if that's his mama. Well, we know his mama's still living because he's bought his mama up. His avatar on his channel look like a little church boy. Got a suit and stuff on, looking real spiffy. And he's another gay guy that's not comfortable with their sexuality. He made that known tonight over there at Jay Wilson, saying that man's supposed to be man, woman's supposed to be woman, all that kind of stuff. Which is some guys just like that because we have one, Brian, he said he want to get married. Well, how you want to get married to a woman and you ain't had no pussy? You know? Why would you go out there and get a woman when you know that ain't what you want? But that's another thing. You know. I don't know. I don't know how long Tommy been out, but evidently he's not out enough to know for his people in the church to know. Okay. And then they brought up about something about Castro's mental. Well, hell, I think everybody mental some form or another. You know, Castro Senior had good sense. He been over here in the beef sector for a long time. I ain't never heard about him being mental. Now I know he took care of his grandparents and they died and stuff. I'm sure that was crushing to him. Because he had his own place, like I said. I didn't know all of what's been going on lately had been going on with Castro, and I really hate that. Now, one time a couple of months ago, I watched it. Castro was out there planting a garden. I just didn't get to go back over there to see, if his vegetables came up or his plant, the flowers or whatever he was doing out there. I hate Castro going through this, like I said, because he's been a content creator over here for a long time. We knew he was gay and all of that, but we never knew this is the first time he was in this kind of situation. Where somebody fight you and you hollering so to show you lose your goddamn voice. He messing his vocal cords up. But he got himself in a fix and he going to figure out how to get the hell out of there. It is what it is. Can't nobody be happy getting beat on. But until he want help, he's stuck. Because ain't nobody finna go get him and all of that. He gonna just put his big boy pants on and get out the shit on his own. Because he got into it on his own. And plus, he have not asked for no help. But Diva says she's going to start having wellness checks done at his house. If Tommy fight him again on camera, she's going to call 911, which somebody's going to give her the address. Either she's going to just dig it up herself. But that's what's gonna get ready to go on in Tommy's house. And Castro, because Castro lived with it. Okay? Enough of that. Okay? And if y'all want to see that shit, go over there to Jay Wilson. And he's got a panel going now. And it's a couple people up there. You know, Diva, after she said what she had to say, and Tommy left, then she bounced. So I know what she doing right now. She gathering her shit together. And the people that was next on her list, y'all ain't got to worry about it for a little bit. Y'all can breathe easy because Diva has a new toy to play with. Okay, and the one she was getting before this, y'all ain't got to worry about nothing right now because Diva got a brand new toy, and his name is Tommy, and she's finna have a goddamn ball. Okay, you know, and child, he weak because he was over there whining. You know, over at Jay Wilson want poor me. He want to be a victim. Nigga, the way you was throwing them blows and had Castro hollering, you ain't no victim of shit but that bottle. And honey, Diva gonna drag your ass to your nose bleed. You don't know who you fucking with. You done fucked up. Okay? And that's all I got to say about it. And I'm gonna watch every minute of it. And when it happens, I will be, putting it on my community wall so y'all can see it. And I might come live and do one of them little short like, hey, Diva over there fucking him up again, y'all. Because she's getting ready to have a goddamn ball. Okay? He don't know this her kind of shit. Whatever happened with you and your parents, Tommy, that had you kind of upset tonight, you gonna be really upset. And it's getting real, real soon, child. You done barked up the wrong tree. You ain't gonna have no strength to fight Castro, nigga. Cause Diva gonna tear your ass up. Okay. So we'll get to see that. Let me speak to you. Hey, Mike Lewis. Hey, Legine. Hey, the cynical one. Hey, Libra. Diva finna have a good time. He don't know. Castro, you gonna tell him or you not? I don't tell him shit, Castro. Tell him you don't know Diva. But Diva don't even know Castro. Because she don't know everybody or she not from over here. She don't be on the Eyes channel. She be like on Pizarro's, probably run by Ness, um, Briana. She move around. But like for us like Castro and a lot of the gay guys, she don't be around them. Now she'll be around Jay Wilson because she really like Jay Wilson. And she like uh James Caldwell, Treasure Lane. Love him. And I think she like Duchess Kelly Love. And that's about it for the guys. She moved more around in the where the women used to be at. And she used to like Lemon, but they fell out. And I really hate that. And I hope they fall back in, but I don't see it because I don't think they see it for each other. So, and it is what it is. That ain't none of my business. But honey, uh, we'll just wait and see what happens. Okay. All right. And another thing, child, this is the funniest shit that you ever heard in your life. Doby. She got her some new friends. And one of them named Jane. He stole the show, honey. The B sector loved them some Jane. He was over there talking nasty, drinking, popping his fingers and everything. Him and Doby clowned over there. And so while they was clowning, he said he like his, women like 250 and up. Well, wait a minute, let me see what he said because I want to. say it just like he said it. 'Cause it it don't hit the same if I don't say it. I want to say exactly what he was saying, y'all. I was crying. Do you hear me? He stole the beef sector hard, honey. His name is James. Okay. He said he had eat it from the rooter to the tutor. He said he like to pump it from the front to the back. He said he take his teeth out when he eat it. He said wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said he said that you ain't got to be the only one. He'll let you have another man. He just want to see you every once in a while. He said he keep licking. Oh, he kept licking his tongue out, y'all, and he's real, real black, and his tongue is white as a ghost. He need a good tongue scrubbing. Oh shit. Let's see. He said he like his women 250 or better. So he like them at least 250 or up and up. And he said if they too big, he got a hydraulic lift at home. He'll lift it up for himself. Oh Lord. Yeah, he said he can go to the house to get his hydraulic lift on it. And Doby showed him a picture of Bree, and he liked what he seen, child. Because, Bree is a large girl. She's a BBW. And he kept on. He was just talking real filthy nasty, but it was funny, and I loved it. But Bree hit that, they were talking all that shit. And Bree come on, but a guy voice was talking. And that was Bree man, And he was talking to Doby, talking about don't be talking about his woman and this and that. And then him and Doby got to cussing each other back and forth. And that was a mess. And when the guy came up there, I think Briana was talking first, then she gave the phone to the man or something like that. But no, he said he was Doby man or something. And Doby and James, they did that like, what? And then they looked at each other like, sideways. It was so funny. Yeah. And the man hat was all over his head. Sometimes it'd be down over his eyes. Sometimes it'd be back on his head. Sometimes it'd be off. He was a mess. And he was study drinking. And Doby had told him to drop his cash out so he can get him another drink. And Peanut and somebody ran off with the liquor money and then come back. And oh my Lord Jesus, it was a mess. And like I said, I watched that 100 times since it happened. There was some shorts made of them, and it was just funny. And I have been crying all day watching that shit. Okay, and I'm gonna watch it some more tonight so it can clean my mind, so I can go to bed laughing. Cause one of them was two characters last night, Doby and that man, and everybody in the beef sector been talking about him. Everybody think it's funny except Bree, man. Bree, lighten up and go over there and have fun with Joe being that drunk man. But Bree says she don't want to hear that kind of shit. Bree young, But yeah, tighten up, Bree. Well, Bree don't think that shit funny at all, and she was still talking about it today. She don't think that shit was funny at all, honey. Bree come over there, Doby, she said, I was just joking, I was just playing. You know how I be play acting. I was just playing. Why you being so serious? And she was cussing Bree boyfriend out. She was telling him he was lazy to get a job and all kind of. And she was saying, and why you ain't at work? He said, it's dark. It was dark as shit. Because, they say he mowed yards for a living, which that's a good living if I ain't got nothing against that. Landscaping, you can make a lot of money on it. But you got to get out there and get it now. Oh, George Jesus, then Douglas said, and who yard you cutting in the winter? It's snow outside. It's snow. Who yard you cutting? Oh my God, lazy. She was telling him he was lazy to you need to get a goddamn job. Quit laying up here on this girl. And they was not wanting to hear that Bree and that man. Lord Jesus, they were just cussing and hollering and shit. But that was the funniest shit you ever seen in your life. Okay. Uh, uh, 7, she went live. I didn't stay to watch all of it, but she was dragging Briana. Well, I watched it until J Dunn got up there, and then because she was supposed to be going off, but J Dunn hit the panel at the last minute, and I bounced because she said she was getting ready to go to the gym and work out, but her and Briana bumped heads somewhere out here in the YouTube sphere, and so it's on and popping. So Briana getting it from Doby and her boyfriend. Well, nah, that's Doby friend, and she getting it from 7, and I think she getting it from Reed. So Briana got her hands full right now. She got like active people after her. Just dragging her right now. Well, King Roman News went live today. And this guy named King Creos, I don't know a lot about him. But he's a new character over here in the beef sector. I've been seeing him around, but I don't know him. Well, he's been leaking information that's been coming out of the Discords. And he's been putting up screenshots and stuff, and kind of find out people have been talking about each other. Which we already knew that about them groups, how nasty they are. Well, he's been getting screenshots out of them. And some of the people that he's been getting screenshots, they are not too happy. Do you hear me? But hell, if you said it, you said it. And that Hazel Dime, her name has been coming up a lot. I've known about her for years, but the only time we kind of slightly had words was over there at Lemons when I was over there. And that's around the time when the Halloween contest was coming up. J Dunn was still hanging around over there. And, that was before him and J Dunn fell out. And I was hearing things out in the YouTube streets in the daytime because, Lemon don't be out like me on YouTube. He more active now than he was. But see, Lemon used to, when he would go off, he would barely watch YouTube. If he did his shows and stuff. And so there was a lot of mess going on in his Discord that I was hearing about out on the streets. And it was getting ready to like erupt. So what I did one night when Lemon was live, I said, Lemon, I just want to I just want to know, are you aware that a lot of the decisions that are being made on your channel is being discussed in Discord when you're not in there, and it's bumped to YouTube like it's law? And he was saying, what? I was saying, I'm just letting you know that J done what she was doing and some others. And then Hazel put in the chat, which I knew she was one of the others. She said, how do you know what go on in Discord? You don't be there. I said, you don't know nothing. I said, I've been in Lemon Discord ever since it started. And I know what y'all been doing. You see what I'm saying? I know what you've been doing. Now, all this bullshit that just come out a couple of days ago about the rules and shit of the Halloween contest, that was discussed in Discord. See what I'm saying? The Halloween contest didn't go right because the people that was running it, that was giving all these goddamn stupid ideas and these stupid rules, them was the very motherfuckers I was talking about, telling them about way before the goddamn contest. Okay? And now he done thrown a lot of them people, that group of people that was making all the goddamn decisions. He done throw them bitches out finally. And not all these messages coming out. And there's more to come. But I told him he have to learn the hard way. Now he's getting the repercussions of not handling his business. But see, he wasn't even going in his Discord. Jadon was going there like it was her goddamn Discord, running his Discord, getting with them other bitches and making decisions, and then coming on here on YouTube and saying, yeah, we talked about it. We made the decision to this. Y'all made a decision to do what? This ain't your motherfucking channel. And this ain't your contest. Okay? But Lemon, maybe you'll start listening when people try to tell you shit. But that's you don't have to. But a lot of the problems you're having is because you don't listen. You can listen. You ain't got to do what a person say, but you can open your goddamn eyes up and your motherfucking ears. I told you about the shit that was going on your Discord. I told you about Woo being a porn bomber. You didn't listen to me. What she do to you? She did it a couple of times. Told you Shakim one shit. I told everybody in research that Shakim one shit. Y'all didn't believe me. Then he had to turn around and tell I call all y'all bitches and hoes and punks and yags and everything else. Then he got out of hand. See what I'm saying? But you ain't got to worry about me telling you shit no more. Because I don't hang around over there like I used to. You know, it is what it is. And quit bringing your dead brother up. You did that again the other night, putting that shit on your dead brother. You did it again. See, that's why I can't do that. You know, I can't participate with shit like that. Okay. And you still using his name and still going back on wishing over his dead body that you ain't gonna do something. And you still doing that bullshit. That's why I ain't got time for that. Hell no. Nah. You stand for some or fall for anything, and I don't fall for no anything. I'm too old for that shit. With. Okay. Now I do peep in there because I have to have something to talk to y'all about. So I'm gonna always peep in over at Lemon, but I ain't gonna be over there like I was, like hanging out for hours no more. No. It's got to really be popping. Okay. Let me see. Okay, now another thing, Castro, he did that little short live when he couldn't really talk. And he was talking about Brian. He was dragging Brian because he said Brian been in his business, and he wants you to see your way out of it, Brian. Um, Let me see what else he said. He wasn't very pleased, and he said he might have got beat up by Tommy. He said, but you got slapped by a white man, Brian. Okay, and he talked about Brian weight. He talked about Brian looks. He said that Brian needed some dick in his life, and he said that since he had that domestic with his man Tommy, he said that he really, you have let him know how you really feel about him. He said he did not know that you felt the way that you feel about him, but he found out after you start talking about his business and the fighting that him and Tommy was doing and all of that. He said he was glad that you finally let him see that you really, really didn't care for him. Um, and Castro. Now this was kind of ugly. Now Brian feelings get hurt. He was marking his mama. Um, he was marking Brian because Brian did a live after he lost his mother. He was very upset and crying. Uh, Castro was crying like him. Okay. He said that Brian was disgusting, and he said that a lot of people told him how Brian was. He didn't listen, but he said, he apologized to all those people. And Tommy did get on the live while Castro was live. He said he took full responsibility for his actions. He said he just didn't remember doing that. Um, well, I got to roll my thing down. And he apologized like to Castro, and he apologized to the people that seen on YouTube that seen his behavior, and that's about it for that. Oh, and after they left Jay Wilson's a few minutes ago, Tommy left there and went live. The live was in silent. He was talking to Castro. Um, you can know because you could see him talking and gesturing with his hands and this and that. And when I looked at the time on it, it had been on like 43 minutes. I red-balled it back to see if I could hear anything, and all of that was in silence. It was like 40 some minutes. No talking. He was talking to Castro and studied putting his finger up like, I'll be there in a minute to the YouTube crowd. Tommy, you're going to lose what few people you got over there. You're going to lose your crowd because ain't nobody got time to be waiting on no 40 goddamn minutes for you to say one word. Okay? They don't want to see you put your finger up. They don't want to see you moving your mouth where they can't hear them. Talking about you'll be, they ain't want that. And I'm going to tell y'all something that I seen when he was fighting him the other night. That nigga looked just like Shaquem. Is they brothers? Hey, Beef Sector. Is Kim and Tommy brothers? Because that look just a damn alike. And y'all know I can't stand Shaquem. And I'm getting that way about Tommy, but I'm trying not to. I try not to look at him, but he looked too much like Shaquem. And, I think I had enough of Tommy, y'all. But I will report on him whenever he do something Okay, and I told y'all that he had fucked up. Okay. And I told y'all seven and Briana's into it, and I don't know where that happened, where it started at, but they're into it again. Okay. Now I went by Bimp's the other night. That was last night, I think. And they brought up about the contest, the YouTube beef sector, troll beef sector awards show. And Bimp say a whole lot of shit had been going on, and he did not have time for it because it was supposed to be on the field. And he said he had been really, really hectic in his life, around that time. But he said he will be having it. He just don't know the date. Okay. And Mahale, he hit the link and he was up there and he said he was all ready for the contest. But he said he can wait, because he was going to be one of the judges. And, DG was going to be a judge too, but DG still in jail. I'm going to discuss that too. Um, and when Mahale was up there, he was dragging DG and said he don't give a damn if he ever get out of jail. And he said at the same jail he tried to wish on Mahale. Now DG is in it. And let me see. Okay, and that's about it for Bill because I didn't stay there very long. Um I stayed there, my hair got down, and then like Mink and some more people got up their book, and they like want you to believe them, and like the police report they say is wrong, that Eve was lying and this and that, and bitch, where you at? And Eve dropped down. Well, Eve, she just done popped out of YouTube right now. She probably be in the clouds. I don't blame her. I wouldn't come down here on YouTube because they're gonna be trolling her and this and that. Honey, I just stay up until this shit gets settled between her and DG. However they choose to sell it. Um, and it's a lot of people that's against Eve. A whole lot of people. But it's some people for Eve. Everybody don't ain't against her. But it just be funny to me how women that have been abused, I mean, fought on until their eyes swollen shut, how many of them are supporting DG, you know? And that's kind of tripped out to me. Um, Big Baby had been live a lot today, but I did not get to go into her live because there was other things going on in the beef sector, and there was videos I had to catch up on. Well, um, I seen the captain had went live on the battleship, and he had just came on. So I said, "Shit, let me get over here," because I don't think he went live yesterday. Um, if he did, I didn't get any notifications, but I said I was gonna make sure I was in that live. Well, honey, when I got over there, um, Big Baby hit the link, and him and they was going back and forth, and it was something about some recordings and this and that, and Big Baby had played the recordings and showed receipts on her channel. Well, what happened was Nurse K, she is a lady from the Mo3 beef sector. She was dating a guy from the trucking sector. They call him Sippy or something like that. He from Mississippi or something, and they call him Sippy or something like shit like that. Well, it had been out a couple of months ago that this man, when him and Nurse K was together, that he had jumped on her. And that's been out on the streets for months, okay? Which, some kind of way, I don't know how, but Big Baby and him decided to have a conversation on our live. But no, this was not on YouTube. They contacted each other after meeting somewhere out here in YouTube sphere, but they was talking on the phone. And so the guy, she told the guy, I'm going to record, you know, you and everything that you give me. And that man had played recordings for Nurse Cat, showed text and all that kind of bullshit. It was bad. Okay. Now I didn't get to see the text and I didn't get to see the pictures, but I heard the recordings over there on Captain. And I was saying, child, that man said that Nurse K had bought the LLC to Broadway, his name. She had bought the LLC for that. He said that she's been working with Mink and others to get their channels taken, like Mahale, um, Broadway, Dub, and whoever else the hell they don't like. I don't know who all. But and then after the guy spilled all them beans to her, he he wanted to know what he would take for her not to expose that shit to the YouTube spirit, like over to the Mo 3B sector. And he asked her how much would it take for her not to show the text and play the recordings of what he said. And she said $1,000. And he said he had 100. And she was telling him no deal. Well, when she went live today, she said she made $600 or $700 on that live, child. So, child, that's why she didn't take that money, because really that 1,000 wouldn't have covered it. But see, she got days and days she could talk about that. And she get more than 1,000. Child. What made that man go over there and tell all that shit? What made him do that? And he was calling the names of the people that Nurse K supposed to be working with. Child, you hear me? But what made him do that? And she was at some kind of screen they was on with both of them, a screen share or something that they could both see what he was showing her in his phone. And she was saying, drop that down some so I could see the top. And child, he was dropping it down. You could tell. And she said, okay, that's good. Stop right there. And she would take another picture. And then she was, okay, you can go. And he was scrolling. Stop. And child, you hear me? You knew exactly what you was doing, fella. You can't blame that on no goddamn liquor or nothing. You was giving her more, more, more. Lord Jesus. He was saying her pussy stank and everything. Jesus. He was playing recordings of her crying, leaving voicemails. Why are you doing me like this? Why aren't you talking to me? Child. I mean, nigga. And he was saying, I didn't want her. I wanted Jackie. Jackie's the one I want. Nigga. Nigga. Boy, bye. Who you think you is, nigga? You ain't got it like that, period. Damn. Lord Jesus. Got to be more careful. Okay. I went by K Kara's the other night. And Mink and Gina was up there with K Kara. Now Gina been running around here that Mink is her lawyer. Mink's gonna help her sue Broadway. and others for revenge porn, child. She been doing that kind of shit. Well, while her and they was up there having light banter, and child, the next thing I know, all hell broke loose. Do you hear me? So what happened was that Mink said that Gina had sent her pussy pics to Sean G. Sean G is another person in the Mo3 beef sector, but he's in the feds right now. And when he get out, I don't know. I don't think he got that long. But Mink said that Gina wanted to get him some, and that she had sent pictures of a hoo-ha to Sean G. And Gina said, "Bitch, you lying. That is not the truth." And this and that. And I was the one told him that told him that he ought to get you to come see him before he left. And this and that. And Mink was saying, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did." And all of that, child, they was going back and forth. And Gina called her a bag of bitches, a bag of hoes, a bag of sluts, and every goddamn thing you could think of, okay? But Mink didn't bag down. And so she told Mink she wasn't her goddamn lawyer no more. And Mink was saying, like, what? And she was saying she fired her. And Mink said that Sean G told her that 88 even said that Gina sent her hoo-ha to Sean G. Because 88 and Sean G used to be close. And Gina was saying, no, no, like that. And she didn't say that. And Mink was saying, yes, she did. And then the captain with his messy ass got up there. And he said 88 told him that Gina had sent her hoo-ha to Sean G. And she was saying, that's a lie, that's a lie. And this and that. And then she was it was just she cussed Mink and she cut the captain after she got tired, okay? Let me see what else I see. Gina, I think people are sick of you right now. All right. Now I went by Pizarro and cut up on some of her lives. And on one of them I was there. Brooke and Uppity, they was into it. And child, they was doing everything except the kitchen sink at each other. They was throwing so many um low blow. You know, they was hitting each other with their fists in the stomach where you go bent over. They was kicking each other in the head. They was doing it the most. And I loved every minute of it. Do you hear me? Okay. Let me scroll my thing up. Now, yesterday, President Biden had it yesterday. Was like a national mourning day for Jimmy Carter. They laid him to rest. And so I'm just saying, like a lot of most of the federal government was closed, like the post office, different things. The stock markets, they didn't do anything yesterday. The flags was supposed to be at half mast. Now I don't know how long. Um, I've seen it up to a week before, but I don't know how long they'll fly half mast. He was widely loved. A lot of people. He was their favorite president. Um, you know, and I thought that was a good gesture. Now, I don't know if that would be for every year or will it just be for this year on the night. It's a national day of mourning. You know, another thing that I seen out here on the news was, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago about the president um, taking those men off of death row. He took like 37 off and he left 3 on the federal death row in Terre Haute, Indiana. Well, that he like would commuted the sentences, which when he commuted them, instead of having a death penalty, they now have life without. Well, 2 of the men that was in that 37, they don't want that. They want to remain like it is on death row because they are still going through their appeal. And they don't want to sign anything to get off of death row because it can affect the appeals process that they are going through right now because both of them are saying they are innocent. One of the men was a police that was in Louisiana. It was like a green oven. They were doing all kind of bad shit, selling crack, hoes, doing all that. Anything illegal, they was into it. Well, there was a witness that knew some of the things, and she had witnessed like a murder or something like that. Well, the police put a hit out on her. You know, I think she was like a prostitute or something. It don't make you not a bad person. But I'm just saying, they have to throw that kind of shit in on you. Well, the police had somebody to off her, but they shit came out anyway. The House of Cards fell. Well, they got, the death penalty or either life, the people that was involved in that murder. Okay, now that's one of the people. And the other one, I think it was like in Oklahoma, they kidnapped the president of a bank and wanted ransom. Well, they tied the man to it like a dining room chair and throw him in a lake. They made off with like 100,000 maybe. Well, one of those guys was one of the ones that he commuted their sentence from the death penalty to life without. Well, they say it's a piece of paper that you have to sign to agree to this, to agree that I'm not on death row anymore. I'll take the life without. Well, those 2 fellas haven't signed it because they said it will affect their appeal because their appeal is wanting to be off of death row. I'm innocent in this and that. Well, this will mess that up. So I don't know how this gonna play out, but I was just giving y'all, a little bit of what I found out about the 37 that's left. I mean the 37 that he pardoned. Okay. Let's see. It was something there. All about the wildfires. Now, the last time I checked, I think it was 15 people that had perished. I don't know. It's really, really huge. The fire is. Mel Gibson lost his home. He was on a podcast. He had flew somewhere or either drove somewhere for a podcast to be a guest on the show. Well, honey, when the show was over, his house was over because one of the areas that the fire is raging through is where his home is. So a lot of the, people that's millionaires and stuff lost their home. And hope, I don't know if anybody there was losing their life. And a lot of pets are losing their life in this situation because when they evacuate, some of them are not being allowed to take their pets. So I'm just letting y'all know that. And they still fighting the fire. Hopefully they can get it under control. But it's been burning and burning and burning. But California have big fires. Now here we got snow on the ground. But in California, nah. You have to be in the mountains and shit to see some snow. That mean anything in California. But they got ski slopes and stuff, but you have to go in the mountains for that shit. Well, them people ain't got to worry about nothing in that area. A lot of people that evacuating from the fire areas are being placed in Vegas, you know, in motels and shit in Vegas. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know there's another flu out. It's in China right now. It's different from the C-19. It's got a name that starts with an H. It's got a lot of same symptoms and is deadly. I've been looking at the news over in China, just seeing how bad it is over there. It's bad and it's going to get worse. And so, America, be ready because we're getting ready to have the same shit like we had before if they don't shut the borders down. And I don't see them doing that because they ain't seeing shit about it. They let the C-19 get out of hand, and I'm sure this new thing will get out of hand. I never stop wearing my mask. Anytime I go out of my house, I got it on. Well, while I'm in my house, your yard and stuff, no. But I'm talking about out in the public when going in the stores or whatever. I have my mask on. Before I even get out the car, and I don't touch nothing. While I'm out. Mm-mm. 'Cause I had to see 19 twice, and I don't want no parts of it again. And I surely don't want no parts of this one that starts with an H. I don't know. It's some letters. I don't want no parts of that shit. So I'm going to keep masking up, you know, have very little contact with outside. You know, I'm just trying to save my life. And I hate my grandbaby. Have to go out in that shit to go to school. But she haven't been sick and I haven't heard a lot about anything about kids at the school getting sick. I don't have any kids. My other grandbabies are grown, so I don't have to worry about them going to school every day. They do it like the classes they have for college. Most of that is online or either they doing internships. But child, I just wanted to let y'all know that about what's going on in the real world. Let's see. The year was 15 was the last count I seen, but it might be more than that now. Okay. And oh, another day. Now I missed some of Room Shakers Live, so I went and been catching up on some of the ones that I missed. And on one of them, Olivia was over there, and I said, "Huh, let me see what Olivia talking about." And Olivia was talking about YouTube camera flagging her channel. She still say YouTube cameras did it. And she said it was from the video that she showed the pictures of like YouTube camera. The ones that Ness have up on her community wall is the ones, okay? And that's what she think that she got flagged for. And she also thinks she got flagged like for bullying because of the way she was dragging YouTube camera. Now that's what she say. Now I told y'all Kwani said that YouTube camera got her, and Olivia is saying the YouTube camera got her too. And Pizarro, she down like for 7 days. Now for what I don't know. I just found about it. I heard about it a little bit yesterday, but did Pizarro did speak on it today, but it wasn't like telling us what happened or anything. So she's down for 7 days. Um, Ken has been going around saying that him, grown folks, Kimmy, Dory, that they all had a flag team. But I remember that. I remember it. Well, he said that they the ones that got Pizarro channel took that time. That's not going to get a lot of traction because that's been a couple of years ago when Pizarro Page got to it. Ain't nothing she could do about it. It's good you come and clean and saying who did it, but there's really nothing that can be done. And Ken, you always bragged about having flag team. So I don't put nothing past you, you know. And him and um, Funny is into it again. He went in by lemons. I had red balled it, the one he had yesterday. Uh, Ken went over there. Him and Sonny got into it. Um, it was pretty bad. And Lemon, he got him settled down, finally. So I'm just letting y'all know they still into it. Um, and Josh and Ian and Sonny was into it like a week ago. Well, Josh just stopped dropping down in chats and everything. And, he unsubscribed to Sonny and stopped, you know, not a mod and not in a membership anymore. Well, since Sonny and um, Ken has been into it, she been DMing Josh and was saying that you want to be my mod again. I want to unwatch you like I did the last time, and this and that and that and this. And they was also talking on the phone. And Josh said that she wants to send him some nude pictures. Well, Josh put proof of it on his community wall. So he wanted to stop it being said that he's out chasing after her when she's chasing after him. And he don't want to be no parts of that shit no more. So he cut off at the pad. If he'd have popped back over there, but a mod stick, he and everybody would have been thinking he was chasing after her. But honey, he turned the table. He didn't go over there, but he posted the proof on his community wall that she wants him back over there. And he didn't fall for it. Okay? And let me see what else I found. In the live that I told y'all, that good live that Broadway had, and the name of it was Take a Bath Tuesday. Well, child, people still talking about that live. Had to be a doozy, okay? And I really hate I missed that live, but it's fallout with people still into it. That was into it on that live, like Room Shaker and Toya, and it's just a mess, different ones into it that was on that live. And so, like I said, I'm getting to see some of the fallout from that, and it is some hard feelings from that with that live that went on. Uh, Tracy did a live, and she was talking about Castro and Tommy, and Tracy do not like Tommy. Okay, I mean, add to the all. So I'm looking for her. She's been working a lot lately, and that's why she haven't been going live. And y'all know she courting too, got that pretty man. So I think that's about it, guys. Let me look up and make sure. Yeah, I didn't come on because there wasn't so much. They was kind of laid back for a couple of days. on here until the day. Now the day they got the popping over here. And like Nika, I was in her lab today, and it was regarding the Halloween contest. And see, Nika wasn't over that. And I don't know why people are blaming her because Nika's sister passed, remember? So she wasn't even on YouTube. She come on here long enough to tell Lemon that she was giving it to him, and that's about it. Nika didn't have nothing to do with the rules on the Halloween contest. She had passed the torch, and then after that, her daddy died. So she ain't been with the shit on here. So why they dragging her up into the shit, I don't understand. Because Nika wasn't over there. Now she was, and then now they making a deal out of this ugly sweater contest. And why they making a deal out of that, I don't know. That's what I was saying, asking her today. Don't you think that the person that's saying this is lying? Why would you be the people saying they didn't do anything? So why they don't let Briana, Pizarro, and Lady Nika have let King Roman get all in their head. And that's just what he want. And I don't blame him. If I could get in their heads, I would too. But they've been Brianna, Pizarro, and Nika has been YouTubers long enough not to let nobody get in their head like that. Where you questioning when the people tell you they didn't do it or that I didn't say it and I don't know what you're talking about. You keep questioning them. You're gonna lose some good people by doing that, Lady Nika, Brianna, and Pizarro. Y'all gonna lose some people that y'all cool with, that y'all had never had no problems with. But if it ain't no problem, don't start one. Don't lose your people. The ones that's been in your corner. Y'all talk whatever you did out. But I wouldn't really if they tell me that no, they didn't say it, that's it. You know. How many times a person got to tell you no? I don't care how you ask me the question. It's still no. You know. And then when I get off the panel after you done grilled me, you still ain't believing me. So I think you're barking up the wrong tree. I may not be seeing everything, but like I said, y'all let King Roman News rattle your cage, child. Okay? And then y'all know y'all sheriff mod. If it hadn't been a problem, it shouldn't be a problem now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay? If the person tell you no, I don't know what you're talking about, I didn't do it, drop it until you can prove that they told you a lie. Or if you don't believe them like that, you don't want the other one to be their mod, but a person unmod them. You know, just don't. You ain't got to bother out about it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the mods, if y'all not happy, unmod yourself. I already told y'all how to do it, just like I did it with Lemon. Unsubscribe and subscribe back up. You won't be modded again. You ain't got to make no big announcement. Okay? That's all you gotta do to unmod yourself. Unsubscribe. If you want to be subscribed to them, resubscribe. You won't have no mod stick. Okay. The last thing I'm going over will let you know that Brenda, her contest is on the 25th. It's the high heel contest. Um, Monetaya having a stripper contest on February the 15th. And you must have stripper attire to be in it. You know, the heels and all, child, the stripper heel. And one of you hoes gets on them shoes to light up. I want to see you dancing that. Okay? The prize is $500 for the first prize, $300 for the second prize, $200 for the third prize. It's not no bad money on it. Okay? And that's it. Okay? That is it. That's my commentary on what I see, I hear in the YouTube streets, child. I did that in an hour and 30 minutes. But it took all them days to get that much material because wasn't shit going on out here. You know? Hey, love and devotion. Hey, TC. Hey, Daquan. I don't be knowing nothing about what's going on them games he be playing. I go over there to hide that in the chill. You know, and talk my shit a little bit when he want to talk a little bit sometimes. Hey, Lexi. Yeah. Hey, Corrine Aqua. Hey, Vibrant. Yeah, I don't know what Daquan be doing on them games like the one he was playing the other night. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Hey, Auntie Donna. Yeah, I don't be knowing what be going on, child. Hey, OG Beauty. I thought OG Beauty was OG Bumpy Opie Johnson or something. OG Bobby Johnson, I think. Child, I had the wrong person. Hey, Love Blake. Hey, Jill Comfort Zone. Jay Parrish. I didn't miss you that time. Hey, Princess Fergie. Hey, Quantic. You and YouTube camera still into it, child. YouTube, you say she struck you, and Olivia say she struck her too. Hey, Ezra, I see you in a while. Quanta, did you see Doby friend? If you didn't, you got to go watch her live from yesterday. That was the funniest shit. And Quanta, you not big enough for him. He like I'm 250 and better. So you way out the loop on him. He don't want you, Quanta. You too little. Unless you done gained 100 pounds to get up to a 250. He say if they get too big, he got a hydraulic lift at home. They can't get big enough for him, girl. Girl. Child. But I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Get out here in these streets some more. And Kwani, Castro and his man is clowning again tonight. And now Diva Tomboyish is into it. And it's finna be a goddamn mess. Do you hear me? Or you know Diva do not play. And when she tell you she gonna do something, she gonna do it. I really hate that boy ran his mouth that much. Cause Diva finna get down and dirty. Okay. And y'all hit the like button if you haven't hit the like. And if you don't mind subscribing, subscribe to my channel. Okay? Ooh, child. Tommy, you done effed up, dude. Ooh, child. I'm going to watch Doby and that drunk man again, Jane, and get my life and keep laughing. Do you hear me? Ooh, child. Yeah, I'll come back now. Here.